Good morning, everyone. I kind of like having this step to stand on the extra height. Usually being below the microphone is a challenge. Again, good morning, everyone. Yesterday, during his daily briefing, you probably all heard Governor Cuomo say that we shouldn't get cocky about COVID. I agree. I don't want to speak for my colleagues, but I'm sure they would all agree as well. This is a deadly virus. It has taken the lives of thousands and thousands of New Yorkers, many of our friends and family members. As elected officials, our number one priority, our top priority is always public safety. We factor this into every single decision that we make. That's why when we're considering the best methods for protecting people and controlling the spread of this deadly virus, we look at the data, right? We study the facts, we study the data, and we make the best informed decisions based on the data that's available to us. When it comes to the hospitality industry, the available data does not indicate that COVID spread originates with our bars and restaurants. There's no data that suggests that. The data does not suggest that mandating bars and restaurants to close at 10 p.m. will stop the spread. What this early closure does, it's devastating the hospitality industry and, to a large extent, our tourism industry. And the blanket shutdown, the across-the-board shutdown of dining in New York City, it's killing restaurants down there. It's killing the tourism industry, the hospitality industry. People are losing their jobs by the hundreds and thousands. I also wanted to mention something I don't hear a whole lot about. You know, we talk about the New York City closures and the impact on that economy, but in upstate, so many of our hospitality industries, the bars in particular, they rely on, especially during the winter months, competitive activities, things like billiards, pool and darts, etc. With the shutdown of those opportunities, it has completely devastated the bars. It's just another nail in the coffin. And as Senator Borrello mentioned, January is often the month when restaurants, their business is slow to begin with, so they host restaurant weeks to try to promote business. I know Cuba County, one of the counties that I represent, this week is Restaurant Week. But again, this early closure time, this mandated 10 p.m. closure that isn't based on fact, is having a negative impact on that. So Senator Borrello said, we're here this morning to present our plan to help the hospitality industry not only safely reopen, but to stay open. Our plan will help businesses rehire, reinvest, and grow. Look, our restaurants and our small businesses and their employees have suffered enough. It's time for everyone to step up and do the right thing and enact the meaningful relief. Lift the 10 p.m. curfew and open up New York City restaurants. Let's do this quickly. Super Bowl Sunday's coming up, a big day for bars and restaurants. Valentine's Day is just around the corner, a huge day for the restaurant industry. Now, the reporters here, I know my colleagues have heard this from both sides of the aisle. Legislators on both sides of the aisle agree that the hospitality industry and saving them and getting people back to work, getting people back to their jobs, it's a priority. It's not a partisan issue. We hear that over and over again. So my message today is it's time for the Senate majority to step up and do the right thing. Set aside politics and pass the meaningful legislation that's proposed by the Senate Republicans. I want to thank my colleague, Senator George Borrello, for organizing this press conference. Thank you, Senator.